They thought they could silence me. The HOA fined me, threatened me, and even tried to erase my freedom. But they didn't realize I was ready to fight with everything I had. And once I started, their perfect little neighborhood would never forget it. I've lived on this land my whole life. My father raised me here, and his father before him. Every morning we raised the American flag by the barn. It wasn't just decoration, it was family tradition. When the developers built their shiny subdivision next door, I didn't care at first. They had manicured lawns, matching mailboxes, and their precious HOA board. But soon, letters started showing up in my mailbox. They said my flagpole was too tall. They said my flag was too worn. They said if I didn't take it down, I'd be fined daily. I laughed at first because I wasn't even part of their HOA. My land was older than their entire neighborhood. But one morning, I stepped outside and froze. My flagpole had been cut down in the night. The flag my father raised after coming home from war lay in the dirt. The rage I felt can't be described. I called the sheriff immediately. His answer made it worse. He said, "It's a civil matter. You'll have to take them to court." The HOA knew exactly what they were doing. Months of red tape, thousands in lawyer fees, hoping I'd give up. But they underestimated me. I spent nights digging through old records. I read property deeds, county codes, and even federal law. And that's when I found it. The Freedom to Display the American Flag Act of 2005. It clearly said no HOA could stop me from flying the flag on my property. If they tried, they'd be breaking federal law. That was my turning point. I decided if they hated my flag, I'd give them one they could never ignore. I ordered the largest commercial flagpole the state would allow. 150 feet of steel, rising higher than any house in the neighborhood. The flag I ordered was 30 by 60 feet. It could be seen for miles in every direction. For 2 days, I worked with a hired crew. Trucks, cranes, and drills filled the yard. Neighbors peeked from behind curtains, whispering. The HOA president stormed over, red-faced and screaming. He threatened lawsuits, police, and fines. I didn't even respond. I just kept building. Finally, the day came. We attached the flag and began to raise the pole. As the wind caught it, the massive flag cracked like thunder. It snapped and waved, casting a shadow over the neighborhood. Every street, every cul-de-sac, even the highway could see it. Then I mailed the HOA a certified letter. Inside was a copy of the federal act. My note was short and simple. Touch this flag, and you'll be answering to the U.S. attorney. Suddenly, the threat stopped. The fines vanished overnight. The board president, once smug, refused to meet my eyes. Meanwhile, the neighborhood reacted in a way the HOA never expected. Residents started posting pictures online. They called it the Patriots flag. Cars pulled over just to take photos. My property became a landmark. People wanted to visit. Pressure built against the HOA board. Their own members demanded answers. Why were they fighting against the American flag? Why were they attacking someone honoring tradition? Within weeks, donations poured in from strangers across the state. People wanted me to keep the flag flying forever. The HOA had no choice but to back off completely. Now, every time that massive flag snaps in the wind, they're reminded. They didn't just fail to silence me. They made me louder than ever. They tried to take down my flag. Instead, I raised the biggest one in the state. If you believe no one should ever be bullied out of their rights, share this story. And remember, when arrogant HOAs try to crush people, sometimes they only make them stronger.